Hey man, I'm tired. Like, oh look at. Dude.
So we're finally heading to Sacramento. No girls this time, just me and the boys. I've seen custom cases before, but this is custom label.
This is the cream of the crop, but all the stitching is like mint perfect stitching. It's kind of insane.
I just got this.
You guys have any games?
This one is region locked to North America, which suggests it was actually kind of far along the development cycle too.
It's like, yeah, let's come back reseller. What are you gonna do about it? Stop me now. Shake it, Ricky. Retro, 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 retro. This place is hitting retro hard. None of the new stuff, which is fine, but it's hitting retro. Full on nostalgia everywhere you look.
It's something I couldn't even believe that I got. It's amazing.
Today we are making a 6-hour, maybe even 8-hour drive to do a lot of different things. We're headed out to a place called the SAC Gamers Expo in Sacramento. We're going to swap meets along the way, maybe stopping off at some retro stores. It's lovely weather for a sleigh ride. It's Christmas time. It's the Christmas season.
So we're finally heading to Sacramento. No girls this time, just me and the boys. It's gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be wonderful. We're gonna stop wherever the heck we want, and no one's gonna stop us.
Open world, just Ricky and I. Our wives are supposed to come, but they're not coming anymore. We're driving out. Mikey is meeting us down there. Gabo's meeting us down there. And it's gonna be just the weekend of all weekends. Surprisingly, it was like pouring rain earlier, and now it's like good weather. It's beautiful. We haven't had a weekend like this in a while where Ricky and I can do whatever we want. Imagine if we actually did that the whole way there. Ricky, don't leave me. Ricky. Oh my gosh, you're gonna fall, bro. Come back. Don't stop me now. Shake it, Ricky. Before we get to the SAC Gamers Expo, we see something that we didn't realize we wanted to see until we saw it. And that's an open flea market, a swap meet that the retro hunters used to film at in Stockton, California. So we are a little like early. Ricky and I came extra early, so we have all this extra time. I got like hit with this major like nostalgia wave when we went there. We stopped there and I was like, this is like one of my favorite shows of all time. It's really the early days of video game hunting on YouTube. And if you're an OG collector on YouTube, you know the Retro Hunter is one of my favorite YouTube channels of all time that I miss.
Dude, get that one right there. What is that? Personal Organizer. That's the best game for Game Boy.
One of my favorite shows. It's like our little like raise the flag to them because man, they were good content. I love them. It won't be a whole day at the swap meet, but just gonna go swing by for an hour. See what we find, Ricky. Game hunting for the pure joy of game hunting. Not this clickbait stuff Ricky always tries to get me to do. Insert the Retro Hunters music.
Were you making fun of me?
A little bit. Dude, custom label. I've seen custom cases before, but this is custom label.
So it's been raining on and off all day, so we didn't really expect to find anything really at this swap meet, but I don't think we were ready for literally like nothing being here. There's actually like barely anybody set up.
You got any games?
But Ricky gives me a little glimmer of hope. He sees a backpack.
That one thing, Xbox 360 bag. Look at this. Jablam.
Sitting there, and it's an Xbox 360 backpack. Nothing too crazy or too nice, and I can tell Ricky's not really interested, but I'm interested.
You gonna buy it for Gabo?
Gabo. He just got one for free.
It looks fine enough, so I take a peek, take a gander. Let's do a closer examination of this. So the backpack looks clean, feels clean, lots of storage. A good little cleaning wouldn't do so bad on this. It's something that I feel like I could buy, especially for the price. It's $5. I think we can do $5 on this. It's in good condition. There's lots of pockets. It has that Xbox flavor, that Xbox 360 look going to it. At first, when we saw this for $5, Ricky saw it. I was like, it's all right, but it kind of grew on me. I like the way it looks. It feels good. It's comfy. It's small. It's compact. But and I really spent a lot of time playing the Xbox 360 back in the day, especially Call of Duty. My gosh, we played that game a lot. So I decided to pick it up for $5. Kind of a big console in my life. Played a lot of hours on the Xbox. It's getting windy. This backpack has upped my confidence level. Before, my confidence, like a 2. When I put on that backpack, confidence level, a 360. You guys have any games? I don't think they have any Nintendo games.
Well, that's it here. We didn't find much, but you know what? Just the experience of being where the retro hunters were, totally awesome and worth it. That's it here. I mean, we didn't find anything except for that backpack. I'm guessing because it was maybe a little late, but it was just cool to be in the retro hunter stomping ground. This is, dude, it was worth it just for that. Time to head over to the hotel and see what we got. See what we got. Let's not see what we got. See what we can do.
Ricky,
Yeah.
show me the thing you just got.
True story. All right, let's start it off. All right, so I was laying in bed. I was on the online looking at stuff, and I found this Nintendo jacket. I was like, dude, I've never seen that before. I showed it to my wife. I'm like, look at that. Isn't that cool? Shouldn't I buy that? She's like, yeah. Right when she said yeah, I clicked buy. She soon regretted it because she was completely joking, but I wasn't joking. I was serious. It's a sweet Nintendo powered jacket, and whoop-de-whoop-whoop-whoop. I got it. These were actually given away when you fill, not every time, but every Nintendo Power came with a little survey. And if you fill it out, you get various prizes. But once in a while, you get this crazy big, dude, it's awesome. It's like a bomber jacket. It's beautiful. Truth be told, I really like it.
It's crazy because like the stitching on it is like perfect still. Normally like something like this, you feel like the stitching would have like been totally frayed out by now.
Riff will show you the jacket, but it's awesome. It's got this giant Mario and Yoshi on it. Amazing.
But all of the stitching is like mint perfect stitching. It's kind of insane. Even the front part that says Nintendo Power Team, these are thin letters, and just like tattoos, when things are really delicate and intricate, they can get really like bleedy and really messed up and fray easy. But this is like perfect, dude.
Is that jacket nice or is it happiness?
You know what the best part is? It smells like a thrift store. So you know it's probably sitting in a thrift store somewhere.
This is like beyond grail stuff in my opinion. This is like the big collector stuff where it goes beyond toys, beyond games, to like real collectible stuff. Did you hear that? You heard that whistle, right?
Yeah. The wind coming through the window? It's bingo bango good.
Whoa, that is the whistling window.
Yeah.
Dude, thank you. Thanks, Ricky.
We're such idiots.
I know, God, we're dumb. We're dumber than Brady. Brady, you're awesome.
Nice.
Are you ready for SAC?
Heck yes. Dude, this is great.
It's now time to go to SAC Gamers Expo. Gabo's picking us up. We got games and toys on our mind. We got signs in our brain. Sacramento Game Expo. This is it. This is the day. It's really rainy outside. There's a marathon going on. So we're gonna have to like wind our way into the expo. But Gabo's coming to pick us up. We can't wait. It's beautiful out here. We're making our journey, making our way downtown, walking back.
So today I'm gonna look for signs and statues and I guess figures. Games, I would say Genesis, but I'm just excited to see what they got, truth be told.
You know what though?
What?
We saw signs last night, the movie.
Oh, that's true, we did. I love that movie.
It was a sign.
That's a sign.
Oh, nice!
And I'm tired, like, oh, look at, dude. He's supposed to be running, this guy's running. That's my type of running right there.
Mikey running at a
That's me
marathon.
We're here, we're at the expo, and we're coming in hot. I mean, it's like, we're in there like 30 minutes early, not crazy early, but man, retro. This place is hitting retro hard. None of the new stuff, which is fine, but it's hitting retro, full on, nostalgia, everywhere you look. Airplanes over my head again.
So we just showed up here and this is the most love we've ever been shown as far as like a presentation. Superstars, and that's not true.
You're like mental because you look like a professional right now.
Leon the Professional? I hear that all the time when I wear this.
Expos. Oh, happiness.
So, I always say the first booth we walk in. It's probably the second booth we walk into this time. But,
Yeah, I didn't want to put stickers on
one
them.
thing, I'm kind of jealous because Riff had found these VHS tapes elsewhere. They were really cool, I'm not gonna lie. So, and when we walked to the second booth, I find two N64 VHS tapes. Any kind of VHS, N64,
I write
Super
like
Nintendo.
a 5-year-old, so if you can't read
Have to get
I'm
them.
sorry.
It's just, dude, they look so cool for
no,
display.
This is like a,
Look at this.
like a $30, $40 game. I'm not putting it
Nice.
for $5, but
Let's see if we can get a
this
deal.
is the, actually, this
It's
one
just cool display, that's all. And I need it. And two
is the most expensive.
Hey,
You wouldn't have
scumbag
the box.
reseller.
How much for these, my friend?
These guys?
Yes.
Oh man. Well, for the SoCal kids,
He said both VHS tapes for $5. I couldn't say no.
you wanna do like 2 for $5?
That is a great deal, yeah.
Great
yeah.
deal. Can we do that?
Yeah.
All right, we can do that.
You would never say no to a good deal. Never Sticky Ricky.
That's true.
Those hands got addiction, bro. Oh, look at that.
Thank you, sir.
Hey, thank you, brother.
Those prices though, that was a good price.
Going to the collection. Are they really dry?
They're just addiction.
Dude, I'm bleeding. Making me the victor.
Oh, come on.
I'm bleeding, making me the victor.
I see the deals Ricky's getting, so right away I jump in. I'm like, I gotta get something like this. And I happen to see a Sailor Moon VHS, which I'm not super into,
To be honest, the thing I'm looking at most right now is this Sailor Moon VHS.
but I know Mikey's girlfriend is, so I snagged it up. I kind of did it just because Ricky like snaked me on those VHSs, so I was hurt. I was like, he got VHSs, those are my thing. But Ricky actually has been collecting them longer than me. Funny enough, he just doesn't talk about it.
Most of the reason I got it is so Ricky can't get it, if I'm being honest.
All right, another thing I see in this booth, right away, Jared shows me this sick Cadillacs vs. Dinosaurs lunchbox. It came with a thermos and everything. You know what?
I don't know, like $15 on that with a thermos? Right. Seems cool, right?
We used to love playing that game on arcade. It's, if you haven't played Cadillacs and Dinosaurs, you're missing out. Because it is just as good as Punisher on the arcade. And if you know what Punisher's like, it's beautiful. I couldn't say no to that. I had to pick it up and just, you know, display it somewhere, anywhere. My living room.
Nice.
I don't know if if I ever told you that I'm looking for this game for a long time. Look at this.
I'm sorry, dude.
No, it's all good.
Oh,
I did
smells
my voice.
good.
I don't even want.
Only 35 bucks.
I don't know.
The scumbag.
We completely forgot to mention this guy, which we think his name is Jared. Awesome guy is wearing the best shirt ever. He has a shirt that just straight up says,
Hey, I know who you are.
Oh, I know. You can say it.
You're a scumbag. I am a scumbag.
scumbag reseller. He's like, yeah, I'm a scumbag reseller. What are you gonna do about it? That out of the way. While I'm there, I see him have like a lot of random Ninja Turtle stuff, and I kind of just recently started building a little bit of a Ninja Turtle display in my arcade room.
So this is a card game that comes with some cards inside. It's a Ninja Turtle Heroes in a Half Shell as they use for everything.
And he has this very cool, extremely cool Heroes in a Half Shell board game, a really cool board game up to 4 players.
It's not, what is it? It apparently looks like a Turtles Light Up drawing desk. Oh, I haven't even opened it.
But what I'm really excited about is this Ninja Turtle Light Up drawing desk. The light up drawing desk came out in 1990 and is battery operated. You can draw or trace or color in your own papers or some of the included designs provided by the company.
Oh, it's got the papers. They're just little...
So when I'm looking at this, we're kind of digging through the light up drawing thing, and as we're opening it, we're seeing a lot of the original stuff is in there.
This one's a light up drawing desk that probably won't work anymore, maybe with some really good cleaning.
Raise your voice.
Besides the batteries being really corroded, I heard a few people say they could probably fix that. Hoping Ricky can kind of clean that up for me. He's good at that kind of stuff.
It literally exploded. Don't touch it with your hands.
Grilled.
But it has all like the original papers inside of it. Everything's in there. It has the pencils.
But he said 10 bucks each, and I think I'm gonna do it because I want to have good display by my Ninja Turtle TV tray that I have in my arcade.
And he ended up saying 10 bucks each. I'm totally down for that. I was kind of thinking in my brain I would pay 30 for both.
I just wiped my mouth with battery acid.
Shell shock! I can't do any voices with my throat like this.
With the shell.
What a great day so far!
Happiness.
Happiness!
Wow, that's actually me trying.
How much for this, bro?
25.
25?
He was giving everybody the flu. That's if you hugged Gabo at the convention, he gave you the flu. There's a real gift for me. Oh crap. I'm walking at the expo and I see something.
Okay.
Not just kidding.
So, low key. So we know these guys. These guys are awesome. These guys are low. We see these guys all the time. They're good buddies of ours.
It's these beautiful, giant.
I walked by asking about something. Some Super Mario Bros. 3 walkie-talkies.
Nintendo Super Mario Bros. 3 walkie-talkies. This is the cat's meow. This is the cream of the crop.
These are like everything that I like to collect. I know we say that all the time, but this is like ultimate knick-knacky.
This is one of those items that I've seen a million times at different conventions, and every time I ask, it's like 75 bucks, 100 bucks. That's what people are always asking.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I thought you were gonna say like 50 bucks.
Recently in Portland, somebody told me 100 bucks for him. Now, the vendor at this place is one of our buddies in terms of seller buddies. We see him at a lot of expos, really cool dudes. A few dudes run the booth. They're super nice guys. And I go, how much are these? And he goes,
he said 10 bucks for these, dude.
He says 10 bucks.
It looks awesome. The colors are beautiful. Mario's face, I love that he's in raccoon form. He's got the raccoon ears.
I've been wanting these for so long. I'm so happy to have them. I love the style of the walkie-talkies. It's the Mario head in his raccoon form.
Maybe he has the raccoon ears because he's walkie-talkie so he can hear better, or because he flies and you can like distance talk. No, probably not the thing. Also, is it weird to hear me with my voice like this?
As I said,
this is a cat's meow. I don't know. Let me go pay him. Come on, let's go. Let's go pay him.
You know what that's from? If you do, I'll give you nothing. But it'd be cool if you know.
I got a 20. I got a 20.
Oh, thank you. I'll take that. You got change, donkey? How much? 10 bucks.
I would still do it.
Searching through an expo for games and toys is the greatest journey on earth.
I don't know if I ever told you that I love Capcom Maximum.
I don't know if I've ever told you.
My good friend over there is gonna give me a really good price for the set. Look at this. Yeah. All three for $15.
Gabo got Maximo figures.
Happiness!
Alright, so one thing I've been looking for a lot is the giant, actually any kind of Mario mug. I want to get this giant mug. Dude, Riff used to have one of these and I always wanted it, but I finally found the huge one for 20 bucks. So now I can have my own for 20 bucks. It's a great deal. Look at this thing. Look at this thing is the dog's woof. It's beautiful. Really, dude, it's in really good condition. I've been wanting one, and you know what? Mario 2 is the bomb. So I'm getting it. It's honestly awesome. 1989 mug.
I'm gonna fill it up with milk.
I really am. It's insanely clean. I almost thought it was a reproduction when I first saw it. I was like,
because you can't tell on camera, but this thing is like thick. This is not.
It's heavy.
This is not like dainty glass. This is like thick. It's super. May I say super glass?
But dude, it is real, authentic, and clean as heck.
It looks like 7-Eleven Sloopy.
Sloopy? Virtue price.
Virtue price. Very cheap price. Ow! Did you hear that? It rings.
So we go to another booth. I find, beginning to feel like Riff.
Ricky just shows up. Complete big old Dragon Ball collection of VHS.
I find more VHSs. It's like the whole time I was buying VHSs. It was so weird. But he threw this in, but this I had to get because it was sealed. Look at that. Sealed. Awesome. I bought this other Nintendo one. It's the exact same thing as the other one I just bought, except it was the Best Buy exclusive. And it was sealed. So I could not say no for $5. Oh man, I'm getting nothing but VHS, aren't I? Wasn't as cheap as the other one, but sealed.
I was thinking you was the one that collect VHS. So what's going on here?
It makes for cool display stuff, so I had to pick it up. I was like, why not? He's what he needs.
What happiness.
Something this expo had that, yes, we will say a lot of expos had, but they have a big one up, is they have a museum of different video games, video game museum, arcade museum, stuff like that. But they had an item. This is the chicken's cluck.
How's it going? We're here today with one of two known Sega Pluto prototypes.
This is the Sega Pluto. This is something that I don't even know that much about, but people talk about all the time. So we found a dude there who knows all about it.
This was a pretty cool unit. It was in development by Sega back in the late 90s, and it was going to take the Saturn and incorporate the Netlink modem, which some of their later games used to provide that internet functionality that became standard down the road.
He told us all about it.
The system itself was eventually scrapped. It was going to be a low budget, but a lot of those ideas rolled into Sega's next system, the Dreamcast, which came shipped with modem standard, which is pretty cool.
He's giving us all this really cool information that I didn't know. It makes it really exciting to learn about things in video games just when you think you kind of knew everything.
This particular unit right here is a North American one. It is working, which is pretty cool. A lot of these prototype dev units, they are more shells or concepts, but this actually has the internals and the guts. This one is region locked to North America, which suggests it was actually kind of far along the development cycle too.
Especially about consoles like Sega and developers like Sega who are already done, so to say, to keep learning new things. It's amazing.
Yeah, I'm getting dizzy doing this.
Alright, so one of the coolest things to do is actually go to a convention that we've never been to because we get to meet all these awesome people that we've never seen before.
For your show, I'm giving you guys one of these. Liquid Liver Story fully translated into English. I wasn't the original person who did the translation work, but I was the person who bought the game from Japan, an open copy of course, restored all the artwork back to its original form, and made a long box version of Liquid Liver Story for everyone to enjoy.
And let me tell you, it was a lot in Sacramento.
Right here.
It's just fun to hang out with these people and like mess around with them. literally, it's like we've been friends with them forever. That's how the community is. That's why it's so beautiful.
Yeah, man, I've been watching these guys for a long time, since Retro Liberty days. It's really weird seeing them in person, watching them week after week.
It's like, I'm almost surprised no one slapped us.
People did say they wanted to slap us.
Oh yeah, I know.
Anytime. Give a shout out.
Oh! Return it!
Gabo, Ricky?
That mean a lot.
Ricky. The brick story pump.
Oh. Wow.
Good old Ricky.
Dude, the community is the turkey's gobble.
Me and my girl watch Pixel Game Squad.
That's how good they are.
Thank you so much. I've been so wanting to play this game, and I've just recently got the version 2 Switch, and I've been carrying it everywhere.
We've been playing the Wii versions.
$2.
I don't know if I ever told you that I've been looking for this game for a long time. Thanks, Metal Jesus.
Every time Mikey kind of disappears for a second and I look back at him, he's looking at different pops. He's talking to different pop vendors, talking about the history of pops.
It's a vaulted pop right there, so they stopped making it in 2015.
You want to take all of them?
Which at first I was like, Mikey, I don't really, pops aren't my thing, but you know what?
Hey, can you give me a good deal for the Batgirl and the Superman one? Those are the two main ones I want.
It makes me really happy to see Mikey kind of embracing collecting. It really brings him happiness. He has like 400 pops already or something like that. So Mikey.
No more. Hey, you don't have to convince me to say you less, bro.
12.
I got you, bro.
This is I feel like a good weekend to kind of get Mikey, you know, into the collecting world, kind of diving deep into it, you know, spent the night in a hotel with us. So it was really cool to see it, man, Mikey.
And we shall see you there.
This is the game right here, right here.
That is. Visualize it, Rick. Visualize. Think about the buy. Remember the purchase.
I remember the purchase. I just got this. So it's actually me and Gabble walking up to this booth, and I show Gabble this Halo controller. I'm like, bro, look at this sick Xbox 360 Halo controller. There were some other controllers that were pretty sick too.
Wow.
And I think the vendor knows who we are. He's like, hey bro, just grab all three. He literally grabs all three. He's like, here you go.
Beautiful. Christmas gifts for all of us. It's really cool of him.
Make me an offer. I'm like, he goes, all right, I'll give you one better. 40 for all of them. I was like, that's actually not bad, because it was a Halo Reach Xbox 360 controller. I think Assassin's Creed or some kind of Call of Duty one that, I don't know, I'm not sure. You guys can let me know in the comments. And then it was this sweet Halo one. I've seen it before, but it's not one of those things. And I could tell Gabble really, really wanted it. So I'm like, you know what?
That means I can keep it.
Whatever, I'll bundle it up and see what I can do.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
But as I'm bundling it up, I see a Street Fighter Alpha long box. I'm like, dude, I need this. Gabbo, that.
And this?
Dude, the price tag says 20. I'm like, let me see if I can before I even say anything, before I even try to haggle, he's like, dude, $10 to throw it in. I'm like, hooked it up for $50. Dude, I'm a sucker for a deal. So I said, yeah.
Well,
that Street Fighter 2 box was the donkey's hee-haw. Getting this. I've been looking for it the entire convention. No one has it, but finally found a game that I've been looking for a long time. Muramasa on the Wii. Rolling game, look at this.
Yeah, the
graphics are insane. They have it for the Vita as well, but I'd rather have it on the Wii.
And I'm getting this.
That thing is cool, and I was so happy to add it on.
And it smells good.
That is the Dolphins.
Nice.
I don't know how much more.
So the Sacramento Gamers Expo was awesome. It exceeded my expectations for retro love, especially in an area that we've never been to. You never know what an expo is gonna be like. Sometimes we go and we're like, mediocrity. This one was great.
Wait.
Let's just say it was one of the coolest expos I've been to, especially since we went alone.
Is Ricky better looking or Gabo?
They don't have any.
Definitely Gabo.
No Wiimote?
The biggest lie.
Great people, great community, which is the backbone to every expo and the gaming scene in general. So, SAC Gamers Expo, we'd love to come back if you have us back.
And you thought you guys had rare stuff. Fools.
That's it. Time to go fight Dr. Wily and all his evil robots. Pow! Kapow! Kelly Kapowski! Zac Efron! Wayne Rock Johnson! Britney Spears! Simon Cowell! Take the camera off! Mikey!
You're only like 4 feet up.
Hey bro, when you're wearing short shorts, everything seems long. Wait. Take it easy, huh? Ah! That's a little too loud.
I'm gonna tell your wife that you said you enjoyed it better without her.
She's gonna watch this anyways.
Oh yeah. Whatever.
I'm taking it back.
I want to get rid of it.
Why do people honestly, why do people watch the show?
I don't know, dude. I'm starting to question it.
I don't know if you remember this guy. This guy was the one that buy me a $30 soda.
That Street Fighter 2 box was the donkey's hee-haw.
Oh yeah. Yes. Heavy addiction.
Watch the expansion pack about this. We buy more stuff.
It's the fluff.
This guy's sick. He's trying to get me sick.
This is the fish it.
Gabo the gamer giving everyone the flu.
It's the cow's moo.
Let me see something.
I'm well aware.
Hey, look at me. I collect VHS now.
I do well. Yes.
It's all my throat. All in here. I'm sick right here.
Hey bro, you're supposed to stop.
I've got the golden ticket.
Alright, there.
Can we start that? Dog's war?
Oh, happiness.
Yeah.
I'm ready. Okay. Pee-pee boy. Yeah, you're pee-pee boy. What do you mean?
Hey, I bought it from a scumbag reseller.
Felt at home. 84 He-Man and 84 Transformers puzzle.
That's what I was actually thinking you should say. I'm glad you said that.
Rolling, rolling, rolling. What? Who sings that? Is that DMX?
But I will charge you $12 to smell the bread though. Gabo bought, he ate one. I didn't even charge
It's really good.
Going full speed.
Nice. Happiness.
Did you like the Michael Bay version of Ninja Turtles?
It's not as good as the 90s.
This is my same thing. When I saw it, I was like, didn't hate it. Didn't love it. More on the side of it.
I wouldn't know.
Search thing.
Ricky likes churros.
John Wayne.
No one's gonna buy those. Let's just be real.
Blink your big.
Nice. My voice.
Alright, we're here.
It's happy. Nice.
Hey, that looks a little different right here. Oh, yeah, it's before the beard.
Pace is fast and I'm home. Down.
Is that what it sounded like in Gabo's party?
I can't swim, so be careful.
It's bingo bango good.
Man, my throat. This is gonna be a rough one. I'm not sick at all. I just lose my voice. Hurts my back.
Mario was like white. Like Yoshi was white, and I'm like, dude, where is this from? Hey, that's just in the condition.
Oh, don't hate on my backpack.
Oh well. Even his kids have him calling him Riff. It's pretty funny. Bingo bango.
If anything, Ricky could care less about you two, but he likes you guys.
Bingo bango.
Shake it, Brady.
I love you, Rick. I'm like, oh, thanks, kid.
Ricky, I need $5. Yeah, Gabo, he's like, oh, can I do something? Oh, I don't want to do it unless the camera's there.